until the trumpet sounds, the last evening of peace. The year was 2007. The month of July was only days away. For the Okafor family, life seemed to be unfolding exactly as they had prayed. Chief Chinedu Okafor's business continued to prosper. Contracts came regularly, and his name was becoming respected across the state. Every morning, the family gathered for devotion before the children left for school. Every evening, laughter filled their home. The pregnancy of Mrs. Ngozi Okafor brought even more excitement. The children often argued playfully about whether the baby would be a boy or a girl. Their mother simply smiled and said, "Whatever God gives us will be perfect." Life was good, very good. One evening, while standing beside the construction site, Ngozi held her husband's hand. "You've done more than enough for my family." Chief Okafor smiled. "No, I haven't done enough yet. They deserve comfort in their old age." The house was still unfinished, but the structure was already impressive. Ngozi could not stop talking about how happy her parents would be when they finally moved in. Back in the city, preparations for the baby's arrival continued. Baby clothes had already been purchased. A small crib had been ordered. The children spent hours discussing possible names. Everything pointed toward a future filled with joy. Then came the misunderstanding. It began on what seemed like an ordinary evening. The family sat around the dining table for dinner. The maid, Blessing, moved quietly around the house serving food. Chief Okafor reached for his glass. It was empty. "My son," he said, looking toward one of the boys, "get me a glass of water." The boy immediately stood up. Before he could move, Ngozi spoke. "Why don't you ask Blessing to get it?" Chief Okafor looked at her. "Because I asked my son. The maid is here to help. And my children are here to learn responsibility." The atmosphere changed immediately. The maid stood frozen. Ngozi frowned. They are still children, and one day they will become adults. The discussion grew into an argument. For months, Chief Okafor had been concerned that the children depended too much on the maid. He believed they should learn simple responsibilities and contribute to the home. Ngozi disagreed. She wanted her children to enjoy a comfortable childhood and focus on their studies. The disagreement intensified. Neither wanted to back down. Finally, Chief Okafor made a decision. "Blessing, I think it's time you leave." The room became silent. The maid stared in disbelief. Ngozi's eyes widened. "You're sending her away because of this?" "No," he replied firmly. "I'm sending her away because this house has become too dependent on her." That night, Blessing packed her belongings and left. For the first time in years, there was no maid in the Okafor household. The children noticed the tension immediately. Days passed. Neither husband nor wife truly apologized. They still spoke to each other when necessary, but something felt different. The warmth between them had faded. Yet beneath her disappointment, Ngozi's love for her husband remained strong. She hated seeing distance between them. She wanted peace. She wanted things to return to normal. Then came that evening, a week after the argument. Chief Okafor had traveled for business and was expected home later that night. Determined to make things right, Ngozi spent most of the afternoon preparing his favorite meal. The aroma filled the entire house. The children noticed. "Mummy," one of the girls asked, "is Daddy coming home tonight?" Ngozi smiled. "Yes." "Is that why you're cooking all these?" She laughed softly. "Maybe." The children exchanged knowing looks. For the first time in days, everyone seemed happy. By evening, rain clouds gathered across the sky. At exactly 8 p.m., their generator was switched on. Electricity had gone out across the area. The Okafors were the only family in the compound with light. The glow from their windows spilled into the darkness outside. Inside, the children sat around the dining table, eating dinner with their mother. The unborn baby moved gently within Ngozi's womb. She placed a hand on her stomach and smiled. Soon, she thought, soon everything would be all right again. Soon she and her husband would settle their differences. Soon their family would welcome a new child. Then, knock. A sharp knock sounded on the front door. Everyone looked up. For a brief moment, silence filled the room. Another knock followed, louder this time. The children exchanged glances. Chief Okafor was expected home that night. Ngozi rose from her chair. As one of the boys began to stand, she gently stopped him. "Sit down," she said with a smile. "Finish your food. I'll get the door." The children returned to their meals. Slowly, Ngozi walked toward the entrance. She adjusted her wrapper as she approached the door. In her mind, she imagined her husband standing outside. Perhaps he had finally returned. Perhaps tonight they would make peace. Perhaps tonight would be the beginning of a new chapter for their family. She reached for the handle. Behind her, the children continued eating, unaware. Outside, darkness waited. None of them knew. None of them could have known that the sound echoing through their home was not the return of a husband, not the return of a father, but the knock of death itself. And beyond that door, their lives were about to change forever, to be continued.
Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe. Share and comment. See you in the next chapter.